let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sun said it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. Here we go. All right. Dance, dance, now this Christmas, we're gonna dance. We're gonna dance, 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 come on. Dance. We're gonna dance, dance, have a good time. Dance, dance, all night long. We're gonna dance, dance, and have a good time. I think Santa's gonna come and join us in this song. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart.
The wonders of life got the prettiest side for everyone to enjoy. Standing up close by the Christmas tree, glimmering light, I am right where I wanna be. I will be home for a couple of days, wander around with you. You and me in the cold, thought it never be true. Wherever I go, I got you. Oh, I have stopped running, there is no way trying. You better loosen your belts. Drinking hot wine by the fire, don't care of anything else. It's Christmas and some kind of love, my friend. I'll pray it will never end. Do you like to be here too? It's Christmas and outside snow's glistening. It's just you and me tonight. I'll spend all this Christmas with you. Oh, it's such a charm, got you up in my arms. There's nobody at the door. You said I wish this will never be over. Darling, it's time for your present. Come over here. Now it is time to get out in the snow, lighting a light with you. Choirs will sing.
Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. We are here together. Did you think we weren't gonna make it? We made it. We made it through the weekend. I got a feeling some of you guys had good weekends and some of you guys had rough weekends. So which one was yours? Did you have a good one, a great one, an awesome one? Or did you have a rough one? a lousy one. I want to hear about your weekend. Yes, I do. All right, let's get started in the comments because I'm getting complaints that I get too far behind. It's like, what can I tell you? Never mind. All right. Oh, I have a question to ask you. If I gave you 3 choices, which one would you pick? This weekend, one of these is true. Okay, so listen to what I'm saying. Is my mic on? Yes, I actually see it lining up there. So listen to one of these is true. This weekend was a rough one, but not bad. In other words, like I wasn't like depressed or anything like that. I was actually happy. At first I was like, well, anyway, I'm going to give away too many hints. I was either cast in a movie this weekend, I became a pornographer this weekend, or I won the lottery this weekend. So that's one. Number 1, I was cast in a movie. Number 2, I became a pornographer. Number 3, I won the lotto. So is it number 1, number 2, or number 3? One of those 3 is true. Okay, so starting with that, just to pique your interest, just a little tiny bit of a peak of an interest. Not a big interest, but just like which one of those 3 could he have done this weekend? How is it possible? He doesn't go anywhere, so how? Did I turn the tree on? Yeah, the tree is on. Did I turn the little lamp on? Yes, the little lamp is on. Did I turn on the diffuser, humidifier? Yes, that's on. Is our cameras on? Boy, you guys have so many questions. We haven't even started. Here's the Olympus. Hey, Oli, how you doing? Oli, I haven't seen you all weekend. I have been very busy this weekend. Yes, I have. Who else do we got? We have the Nikon Z50. Hey, Z50, Z50, how are you? I put a fresh battery into you. I started it up at about 10 or 5 minutes to 10. And you've got a fresh battery and you're off and running. So this is the Nikon Z50 camera. Yes, wonderful little camera. Definitely worth your money. And then we have the Sony A6100SO New York. It's so New York. Sony is so NY, S-O-N-Y, so New York. So here's the Sony. Okay, so we are ready to rock and roll and ready to get on the show. On the trail again, da 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 la la. So let's make it a good Monday because we can't have anything else but a good Monday. Even if it's a lousy Monday, we still want it to be a good Monday. We do. We have to climb that ladder. Whoa! Higher and higher until we finally get to Friday. Okay, so we're going to climb the week together. You and me together. And you notice what I titled the show tonight. Apple made an announcement on the 22nd that they have a new processor, but not a very big secret. And this processor is supposed to propel them ahead. And also, what I heard hints of is they got tired of Intel not keeping up with the Joneses, so to speak. So they decided, okay, we're a pretty big company. We might have a few $1,000 billion laying around. Why don't we make our own processor and put them into the computers so we can get into the gaming world, which is good for us as streamers. That thing stabbed me. Can they make a bigger clip? Do they make any bigger clips than this one here? This is about the biggest stinking clip I have ever seen for a microphone. It's like, golly gee whiz, Batman. So we're going to talk about Apple's new ARM. They got a new ARM. All right, so let's see who's in the room. Jonathan Guy. Ding, 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 ding. Do I have a bell? I don't think I have a bell. I got this. That's not going to help on a fire truck. Okay, that'll help on a fire truck. I give up. That's Jonathan's fire truck. Hi, Jonathan. How are you doing? How was your weekend? And here we have my favorite Kippy ever. My favorite Kippy in the whole planet. Here's Kippy. Hi, Peter and everybody. How are you, Kip? Very nice to see that happy face. It's an uplifting face. Nixon says, hello, Peter. Hello, folks. I hope you had an enjoyable weekend. Yes, I did. I was either cast in a movie, I became a pornographer, or I won the lotto. So Matt says, hello, Peter and everyone. And just assume if I won the lotto that I wouldn't be here. Is that really why you think I'm here? Seriously? I am here because, I'll tell you, this is what Simon has been teaching me, and I finally wrote it down. Matt, pay attention. What is my vision? Okay, my vision, obviously, is mostly in photography, but this can apply to anything that I do. So, the key, let's apply it to photography, okay? So the key to, I wrote it down. You know why? Because I can't remember it. It's a key to photography is actually having fun. Spreading love. Yes, guys, spreading love. Take it or leave it. Building relationships. Yes, guys, building relationships. That's what we're doing. And creating memories. That is the key. And that is what makes photography and what I do so special. It's actually having fun, spreading love, building relationships, and creating memories. That is kind of like my vision statement. Simon, you paying attention? You're the one that pushed me into that, and I've been developing that now for about 3 weeks. So, hi, Matt. Let's keep going. We have Lewis in the house. Lewis is in the house. Windex. Whoa, Lewis is not playing games. I wasn't even expecting that on the third comment. Windex is on the coffee table behind the red box on its side. Boy, you described that. You described that right down to a T. Look at that. Look at that. It's on the coffee table behind the red box. Where's the red box? Here's the red box. Do you see what I see? I see a Windex bottle, and it's on its side. There it is. So who gets the Windex Crown Award for tonight? Who gets the Windex Crown Award? Oh, I forgot to put this chair where it belongs. It's Lewis, our Lewis there, creating memories. Fits right into our little vision statement. It's creating memories, building friendships, and having fun. Okay, so Lewis, do you want the air horn? Or do you want the applause? I'm going to give you the applause because you found it. Mr. Camera Junkie won the Windex Crown Award for Monday, June 22nd. If I had bells, they would be ringing because they'd be going bing, bong, bing, bong. Okay. So what does that mean? You know, I don't know if I got this microphone working, but we're going to find out. Yep, we're going to find out. How do I turn it on? I come all the way over here, and this is for you, Lewis. It's the wrong song. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-da-da-da-da. Da-da-la-la-la-la-la-la. Do you see what I see? Lyrics. I thought they were saved, but they're not. So I'm bringing it here back for us. Do you see what I see? Lyrics. And you're supposed to be prepared. I mean, you had all weekend to prepare for this show. Didn't you? Didn't you? Okay, let's go back up. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to do this by memory because this is not working. If I put in, do you see what I see? It's running the whole, do you see what I see? Lyrics. What's the definition of insanity? And it keeps coming up. The same thing over and over. Christmas songs. Do you see what I see? Lyrics. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Said the night wind to the little lamb, do you see what I see? Way up in the sky on the coffee table, little lamb, do you see what I see? A Windex bottle dancing in the night with a tail as big as a kite, with a tail as big as a kite. Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy, do you see what I see? Ringing through the sky, shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? A song, high above the trees, with a voice as big as the seas, with a voice as big as the seas. Sorry, I was off to a little bit of a rough start. Mr. Camera Junkie Lewis. And anyway, that song is for you. Even in its worser form, it's special just for you. So Mr. Camera Junkie says, hi, everybody. Hi, 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 hi. Do you hear what I hear? Mr. Camera Junkie Woody, good evening, Peter. Your video with Magnus showed up in my YouTube today. Really enjoyed it. You should do more of those. What was the date on that? Magnus didn't come visit me, I think. It has to be over almost 2 years, maybe longer. So that's cool. Tall guy, huh? And I'm a short guy. So you put a short guy and a tall guy together, and then I can get taller and he can get shorter. No, I think it's the other way around. So anyway, we are saying hello to Woody. I hope you had a good weekend. It wasn't a bad one, but a good one. So Mr. Camera Junkie says, hi to Peter. I got you. So Jonathan said, wow, Lewis, I couldn't see it even after you told me what eyes Lewis has. Oh, what eyes you have, Grandma. That's from the, the wolf, whatever, Little Red Riding Hood. So yeah, Lewis got it. I see if I got it. Let's see if oh, you got it, buddy. You got it, babe. You right smack behind the red box. All I had to do was lift up the red box and it revealed a Windex bottle just laying out on its side. I didn't stand it up, I laid it down. So somebody actually recommended a good hiding place, and I might try it tomorrow, but it's I don't know, it's got to come with some warnings. It really does, because it's quite unusual, but it's a great hiding place. Okay, but for tonight, the Windex Crown winner goes to Lewis. He got it. Scotty says, happy Monday, Scott. I hope everybody had a good weekend. It was Father's Day weekend. Did I wish you all a happy Father's Day Friday night? Yes, I did. But I'll do it again now anyway. For all of you guys that are dads or act like dads to other people, happy Father's Day for yesterday. We could roll it over a couple of days. Hey, we make the rules around here, right? So happy Monday. Nixon says, V&H had a great price on the Ronin S this weekend, $200 off. With $200 in freebies. Is it gone? Is that special gone? Lewis wants to know if the sale is over. Okay, I believe so, Lewis. I think it was just for Father's Day. You could go check. Maybe it's still on. So it's the Ronin S. So let's go look. Oh, I can't. It's locked. Oh, yes, I can. Okay, here's the lyrics for that song, and we'll go to B and H, and we will go and find Ronin S, the DJI Ronin S. Let's see. Come on. Number one seller. The Ronin S is $599. It doesn't really say anything. It's got a Essentials kit, $559, $50 cheaper. So I don't think the sale is on, but then I don't know what the normal price is for this, to be honest with you. So we'll have to, I'll have to go over to Nixon, and he will say, no, that's not the sale price, or that is the sale price, because I don't know how much they cost. I really don't. I don't know. Okay, what camera are we going to watch? Do we want to watch the Z50, or do we want to watch the A6100? We'll stay there for a little bit. Jonathan says, I bet it was a B&H Friday through Sunday sale. Oh, well, you guys could have put it in the, what is that Facebook thing that we got? We got the Peter Gregg group, and we got just PeterGreggLive. Oh, no, the PeterGreggLive group, and just PeterGreggLive, which is just a page. That is a good deal, too. Did he say how much it was? No, I didn't. I don't see it. So Jonathan said, I had a decent weekend, got to see some friends for dinner at a new place. How was your weekend? Actually, this is the first time I went out since March. We went to my brother's house for dinner, and it was just us. It was actually just my brothers getting together, and his wife and my nephews and nieces. He thinks it's their kids, but they're my nephews and nieces. So I got to see them. Nobody has gone out. Nobody's gone anywhere in 2 or 3 months. They were so happy we came over. It felt like I almost was doing something wrong, but it was, everything is pretty tight, pretty battered down, tightened down, battened down, that's the word. So it wound up being very safe. Even the kids haven't gone out. They don't even go to work. My nephew actually took up on Twitch. He doesn't even go out. So he took up gaming on Twitch for the last 2 months. And it's Zaniac TV. He plays games, if you guys are into games, okay? I'm not into games. And I didn't even know he was on Twitch. So anyway, so he's at home all night, every night. Used to never be home, ever. Now they never go out. Amazing. What a little dab will do you. It's going to change. Hi, Peter and folks. It's David. David Crooks is in the house. Wait, let's see if I can do it right tonight. Almost heaven, it's Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. It's Virginia for David, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads. There, David, that was for you, buddy. I have to remember, not West Virginia, and I did it that time. I did it. Nope, it's Mario. There's Mario. Mario. Hello, Peter. Hello to you all. Happy New Week. Everybody, Mario. Hello, Peter. Hello to you all, and Happy New Week. How you doing, Mario? Good to see you. It's good to see you. Scott Rogers. Oh, he's guessing. Cast in a movie. I wasn't cast in a movie. So now I either won the lottery or I became a pornographer. Nixon thinks it's '1. Do you guys really think? And so does Lewis. I was cast in a movie. And Kippy is cast. What are you guys doing? What? Are you just trying to pick out the least harmful of the three? Number 3, but a scratch off. No, I became a pornographer. I got an email and it said, I'm trying to order something on your website, but all we see is porn. And I said, what? And my website, the whole thing, PeterGregg.com, got, what do you call it? Hijacked? Or and it was, the only positive thing I could say is it was good skin colors. We had these beautiful naked girls and these naked guys, and the naked guy's a little bit too large for reality in my eyes, but anyway, skin color was great, so I can't really complain all that much, but I got so upset when I saw it. I thought I was going to put my fist right through my fist, my hand. So I called them. So Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, it was a Bluehost is where that gets hosted. So the bottom line is it cost me $300. I thought, hey, is this a trick? It's just a trick to get me to buy this SiteLock Plus, where they put this malware protection and it copies for everything. Anyway, I had to pay it. They said they were going to charge by the hour to go in there and figure out all the infected files. Or I could buy the SiteLock Plus and I would be protected for a year, and that would include them fishing out all the crap. What can I tell you? I mean, it was shocking. It was like really good skin tones. My eyes bugged out. Wow, look at that. Look at those. Look at the skin tone. So it's like 95% back. They're having problems with the SSL certificate. Does that ring a bell with anybody? And they're also having a problem with my email connection. Not a problem with the emails, they're all intact. But the connection between the email, which is whatever the name that's there, and whatever it's connected with has been cut. So they're trying to fix that. So I haven't seen. Now, Peter Gregg Online, is that what it is? Peter Gregg Online at AOL.com did not get affected. So if you guys wrote me or anything this weekend, which I didn't see very much, so I became a pornographer. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk that yes, what do you do? Yes, I'm a porno person. I don't even know what they call them, So anyway, I wasn't cast in a movie. I didn't win the lotto. That both would have been awesome, but yes, it's pretty much back. It's not completely working 100%, but what a shock. I got to tell you, after the anger, I found it funny. I mean, it was just, who would have thought something like that, take the time to try to hack my website where I am selling, white balance and the better bounce cards for flash diffusion. Well, if you need to get really good skin colors, I had them there. The girls and the guys, their skin colors were like spot on. It was just like beautiful skin colors. I had to make something funny out of it because it's so dumb. Okay, Randall, you're up next. I moved 3 computers around and you were cast in a movie. I would have taken yours instead of what I went into. I didn't make any money at it though. Nobody wanted to buy anything. I don't know what they did it for, honestly. Did they gain anything by it? There was, I don't know. It's just funny. Not that funny at the beginning, I gotta tell you. It wasn't funny at the beginning. My blood pressure actually probably went up. So Lewis is laughing at Jonathan. And Randall had a great weekend. I'm glad you, of all the people, actually all of you guys, would deserve to be having a good weekend. So Matt thinks I was cast in the movie. Good weekend. It was near $100. Ooh, $100? Or is that 100 F Fahrenheit? Near with the heat index. Stayed outside on the deck, sweating my tukas off. Why didn't you go under the shade? David says we're at 120. Oh, I didn't even look. Oh, thank you, David. Is that an up? Did we gain something? I lost track of what we were doing. What do we have to hit? We got to hit 1,000. 1,000. 1,000 reasons to say I love you. 1,000 reasons to say I love you. 1,000 reasons to say I care. 1,000 ways for me to make you happy. That's what I'm thinking of you. I made that up, so don't go looking it up. You won't find that anywhere. Jonathan says Apple is competing with Intel. Is good for us. I don't see them leading Intel for long, if ever. Well, I was just a little bit concerned about Intel's stock price. If anybody here has got a retirement account, and your retirement account has got Intel in it, I probably would keep an eye on that. A really close eye. If you've got stock in Intel, maybe you might want to move it to something else. But I'm not running your stock account, so don't. I didn't say anything. You didn't hear anything from me, okay? So Norm says, good evening, Peter. Merry Christmas, Greggies around the world. Very, very good. Good to see you, Norm. Well done, Lewis. That's what Norm is giving you. Thumbs up and peace and prosper and hand signals. So Lewis, well done, Lewis. See, that's how far behind I am. Peter, your 3 choices is why I watch your channel. Oh my God, Randall. I don't know how to take that. I'm sure it's a compliment because I know your personality pretty well. We've talked on the phone. So your 3 choices is why I watch your channel. But I have to tell you, it was an exciting ride. I haven't seen that many naked people since I was in high school showering in the gym. We had to take showers. Now they're too chicken. The kids don't shower anymore. They can't even, they're scared to see each other naked. They grow up as pansies instead of like men. Okay. Norm says, it's time for the Windex song. Do you see what I see? I sang it already. Oh, maybe that's why I wasn't getting it, the little drummer boy. Okay. Well, I found it eventually, and I sang it for Lewis. Good eye, Lewis. Boy, that was better than a good eye. That was an astounding eye. You should be a detective or something to that effect. Referring to the Windex. That was fun. That is my mission statement. The key to Peter Gregg Live show. I have it written down right here in case you were wondering. Where'd you get that, Peter? I wrote it. Is actually having fun. So this is the mission statement. This is the key to my channels. All of them, even the kitchen channel, is to have fun, spread love, yes sirree, build relationships, creating memories, and that is what watching one of my videos is all about. So we can add that to photography. So the key to good photography is actually having fun, spreading love, building relationships, and creating memories. That is the key. Now the key to cooking is actually having fun, spreading love, building relationships, and creating memories. If I say it often enough, I'll remember the whole thing. That is the key to cooking. So what's the key to Peter Gregg Live? I don't know. Oh, I think it's actually having fun, spreading love, building relationships, creating memories. That is what's special about us getting together. So Lewis says it was fun. See, we're already hitting it. Thanks, guys. Lewis is thanking everybody because we're all congratulating the man. High fives. He gets the award. So Rob, I haven't seen you in a while. Nice smiling face, relaxed, having his little drink with that nice little glass. Hi, everybody. Mary's not here right now. However, let's be sure to keep her in our thoughts and prayers. She shared some very sad news on the Peter Gregg Live Facebook group over the weekend. Yes, and I sent her a message when I first saw it. Mary's brother died, and I think it put her into kind of like a little bit of a shock. And I know what that feels like. So keep Mary in your prayers. She's part of us, guys. Mary is a part of us. Mary is a part of us. Okay? So keep her in your prayers and wish her well. And if you don't know where, go to Peter Gregg Live, I think. Where is it, Rob? I know I wrote something someplace because it was up and then it disappeared. And then she came 2 days later. So I did give her a personal message when I first saw it. So Rob says, send her a note. And if you are on the group, you can too. Okay, there you go. Okay, good. Let's keep Mary in our prayers. We love her. She's very encouraging to me and to all of us. Nixon at $5.99, it's still $150 off. Oh, so the sale. Okay, let's go back over there. Where? Let's take a look. I thought it was all gone. Okay, so $5.99, okay, is the Ronin S. Okay, so over here is for $5.59 is the S Essentials kit. The Ronin S with the key accessories. So I'm guessing they're giving it to you, right? The whole thing, Nixon. And it's $50 cheaper than the $5.99. And they're giving you all this gobbledygook too, right? So over here, so Nixon, tell us which is the best deal out of this. This $5.59 is definitely the lowest price. But I want to make sure you actually get what you want. So you get the Ronin head, you get the handle, you get the head, and let's see. Doesn't tell you all that you get. There was more in the picture that, oh, here's the picture. Okay. So you get a cable, these nut wings, a table stand, which is very nice. So this way you can just put it down. Then you can talk like I do. Then you can pick it up and go around. I can show you all the little parts of the room. I can come back and then I can put it back down like a candle. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So $5.59, and we're being told that it is a very good price. It was a very good year when I was 17. Okay, let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. It was $5.50 and the free case and 128 gigabyte SD card. Did I turn the other one off? No, I didn't. So now it's $5.59 and they're giving you some other stuff. So somebody will have to say if that's a good deal. It was a very good deal when I was 17. And it's Kippy. Last Sunday was the first time we went out properly together to a mall as a family. Yes. Did you wear the face masks? So President Trump had a rally this weekend, and I was watching it because I would be considered a Trump supporter because that's probably who I'm going to vote for. But regardless of that, don't let that get you and kick you into the pecan, okay? I don't like efforts that are being made to dissuade you from wearing masks. Masks are an important thing. The president should have embraced that, and instead of all those people showing up without masks, they should have all come with masks on, and we could say something positive. And I'm looking at the TV, and all those people are sitting there without masks, as if it's something shameful. It's not. It's I'm 60, a lot of 60s. Okay, I'm not going without a mask. I don't care if the president says that I can't even wear a mask in the White House. I will do so. Okay, and I'm not against him, in case you're for him. And I'm not against him if you're for the other side, okay? I'm talking about masks and the encouragement to wear them. I think we should be encouraged to wear them even if it's just psychological. And at this point, I think it's much more psychological than it actually is instrumental, okay? But I'm not going to chance it. I want to. And those people that don't want to, fine, okay? I am not, what do they call it? I am not my brother's keeper. So I'm skirmishing with politics there. I'm not trying to get into politics. I'm trying to talk about masks, and that's all. Okay, so Kippy went to the mall, and my question is, did they all wear masks or not? That's super funny. I'm glad you think so, Louis. I'm glad you think so. Nixon says, yes, that was. Yes, I'm the hottest new porn person on the internet. I don't even think I could spell pornography. Yet, I must be in that business. Surprise, you know. Hey, how you doing? What are you doing? What do you do? Oh, you're the Southeast distributor of something and something. What do you do? I'm a pornographer. I do pornos. I do pornos. Or at least my site says that I do. That was the last thing I thought would have happened. Yeah, well, you're not the only one. Get in line behind me, buddy. I never thought I was going to go to PeterGregg.com, where I've got my nice little camera stuff. I've got my box there to sign up for consultations. And then I've got this big thing sticking out at me. And I'm going like, whoa, that ain't natural. And then this woman, and she's very well The skin colors were amazing. They use a better white balance. They must get the skin colors right. So they thought they were probably doing me a favor. Here, this is what you get when you use my thing. No, not that thing. This thing, okay? You use this and it helps you look at the skin colors. I got samples right there for you. How they think they should have left my order button there. I probably would have gotten more orders this weekend than all year long. You know, there's the evidence. Now buy it. This new tool will make you look like that. Oh, I'm making fun of it. Just so you don't think I didn't take it seriously at the beginning, I was really, really, really upset. I was fuming, upset, and scared. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want anybody to see that, you know, so I called them, and they suspended my account. That was their response. Oh, there's the guy on the phone. Oh, that's against our terms of service. Duh. Don't you think? So we have to suspend you. Oh, well, thank you. Well, for the low, low price of $300, we could sell you SiteLock Plus. And with that, it comes with the necessary tools and people, if you need them, to remove and take out the malware and whatever infected your site and all those pictures. I said, so you basically need $300 to fix it, right? You just can't fix it without the $300. He says, well, you could hire us to actually go in and go fish out everything, and you won't wind up getting the protection for the next year, or you can give us the $300. That got me mad too. It's like, you sure you didn't put that in there on purpose? Hello? Did you put that in there just to kind of collect $300? Don't pass go. Don't pass the naked people. Just give us $300. I don't know. Just the way he came across, it was like so easy. Give me $300. I'll take care of it. Just you know, the protection. You know, like in the old days with the mafia. So, Mark, how you doing, Mark? Nice to see you. Hello, Peter and gang. Hello, Peter and family. We are a family. Mark says, what? How is the porn business? It's going good. They didn't put my button up. If they put my button up, I bet you a lot of people would have bought it because it would have said, look, this is what you could look like. You know, and it's like just paying $300 they wanted from me. All it would cost you was $37. And you could look like that. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Now I'm making fun of it. You should have seen me on Saturday. I wasn't like this on Saturday, I can tell you that much. I definitely was not. Wow, I was trying to contact you on your website. Did you get a good eyeful, Frosty? How long did you sit there watching that? And which side did you watch? Did you watch this side with the big up here, or this side with the big down here? Oh, that reminds me of a joke. There was this little old guy in Mexico sitting on a stool, and next to him was his donkey. So this lady comes up to him and says, excuse me, sir, can you tell me what time it is? He said, certainly, madam. And so he lifted up the donkey's, you know what, those two big things, and he said, it's 1:15. She looked at him like, hello? And she said, are you sure that it's 1:15? He said, let me check. So he picked up the donkey's gazoombas and he put them back down. Yep, now 1:16. She said, how exactly do you tell time by doing that? He says, it's very easy. I pick up his gazoombas. I can see the big clock on the wall, and it is 1:17 now, and I put them back down. I can't see the clock no more. I heard that when I was a teenager. I thought that was a very funny thing because teenagers, you know, you say anything like that, except when it was told to me, it was balls, okay? So it's like as a kid, it was like, oh, what did you say? Anything in the non-spoken verbiage, your ears are attracted to it when you're 13, 14 years old. So I'm sorry, Frosty, if you had to see that, but if you go there now, but you know my email address is in the description for each one of these videos. All you had to go down there is PeterGreggOnline@AOL.com, and you could have written me. Very, very simple. It's maybe I don't say it often enough. Oh, my Amazon links are up. So you guys that have been using Amazon, thank you. Thank you very much. So either use mine, and if you don't like me, use Kippy's. And if you don't like him, use Ordinary Filmmaker. We got 3 of us that have these Amazon affiliates. But we sold 3 of the Sony ZV-1 cameras and a Rebel camera. So it's up. So before you buy, come over to any one of my channels, and if you're going to buy on Amazon, click on any Amazon link. It doesn't have to be what you're looking for. That's the sweet thing. Just click on it, and once you go over to Amazon, unless you click anywhere on somebody else's link, anything you buy, even if you just buy slippers, even if you just buy toothpicks, well, I don't think there's a commission for toothpicks, but anything you buy for the next X number of hours, and I think it's 24, they give me the credit for that. And the same thing for B&H. So if you're about to buy a new C500 video camera, make sure you go over to one of my links, click on B&H, and when whatever you clicked on comes up, then do the search, the Canon C500 video camera. And then when you buy it, I'll get the commission for that, probably all of $15. Jonathan says, it sounded to me more like your web host company fell down on the job. Nifty way to snag extra money from clients. Boy, if you don't think I felt like that, and I even told the guy, I'm sorry. I said, I know you're the one that's going to help me get this done, but it sure sounds, you know, like there's, you know, you're just getting $300 out of me. Because they actually, for free, give you the lowest end of the, what did I call that? I forgot what it was. And even, you mean the lowest end couldn't keep a pornography hack from getting in there, removing? I don't even know what they did. My files must still be there because it's back up, and I can click around places. I just been clicking like everywhere to make sure somebody naked doesn't pop up and scare the crap out of someone, because it's not something that you really would expect on my website. I don't know if you think you would, but it's not. So, Kippy is saying, porn. Oh, my. Chuckle, chuckle, chuckle. Ah, and you thought you found a safe place to go looking at porn. It's all gone. It's all gone, Kippy. Sorry, buddy. I'll have to put up a website on the side for you. It'll be a low, low price to get in. $300. I think it's kind of BS that they charge you a per hour fee to restore the site. Well, I didn't choose that one. I went for the flat rate $300 because it also comes with, what's the name of it now? I can't think of it. Shop Safe or something for a year. And it's the plus, which means it's elevated. And if something happens for free, they'll go in and fix it. Yes. Don't you think there would have been a backup, you know, from like a week ago or something? I haven't changed that probably in months. So all they had to do is go back 2 weeks, rip everything out, and restore it back. But nope, he wanted $300. You know, I'm not that aggressive, so what am I going to do, you know? But I agree with you. Next time I'll come here and tell you guys, and I'll give you the phone. Here's the phone. Nixon, handle it. Or Jonathan, whoever's got the aggressive type personality. Frosty says, good evening, Petros. He's trying to invoke me to speak Greek. Kali spera, kali yasu. Get up in the yasu. Nixon, especially if they have their own, they gave me that part of it is a low level of security for free. That's what you pay for the business, which is what I have. Norm, had a good Father's Day weekend with my wife and children on the deck with a barbecue feast on the balcony beach by the shoreline of Lake Norma, also known as Mr. Turtle, not far from Kitchen Island. Boy, you knew exactly where that Windex bottle was, didn't you? So, that's good. I'm glad. So the big question of the day, Norm, the big question of the day is not what you think. What did you cook? You thought I was going to ask you what camera. Well, since you asked, what camera is that you have, Norm? I'm just kind of curious what camera that is. Just wondering what kind of camera that is. Okay, so that was Norm and Randall. And not burning anything. I don't know what the first part of that is, but I suppose that you were cooking something and you didn't burn anything. So I'm very happy to see that. Have you had a burning experience lately? Have we caught something on fire there, Randall? I'm kind of curious. You have one of those computers that you're building didn't go up and smoke, did it? You know, or did your barbecue get out of hand over there? But I'm glad you had a good weekend. That's a good second half to any sentences. And not burning anything. Well, how was your weekend? I had a good weekend and not burning anything. Did you take her out this weekend? Did you have a good time? Yes, I took her out. We had a good time. And I'm not burning anything. Did you buy that new camera that was on sale? Yes, and I'm not burning anything. I want to go over to the Sony because I keep looking at the Sony and I'm not burning anything. So that's a good, remember that, Randall, because that fits in everywhere. So when they come up, can I mail this package here at the post office? Yes, you can. And you're not burning anything, are you? Do you guys have a fire at work, Randall? I don't mean to make fun of you. You know, I'm laughing with you. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because the key to our channel here is actually having fun. Check. Spreading love. Check. I love you, Randall. Building relationships. Check. I am a family with all of you guys and creating memories. This is going to be recorded for posterior's sake. And you can come back and watch it when you're feeling down. You don't even have to watch it. Just let it play out of your speakers. And it's almost like a iPod, or not iPad, the other one where they do the podcasts. And you can play them in a row. And that puts hours on my clock. So thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Nixon, the Essential Kit is a lesser kit than the Ronin Standard Kit. Kind of counterintuitive. Okay. See, that's why I wanted to tap into your knowledge on this. If you go to the DJI website, you can see a comparison of the two kits. That sounds good, but we're not. We're not doing that. Do you know, I think I've told this to you before, if I lead somebody away from the YouTube platform, there's like a mark or something that they mark in my account against me. And if you get enough of those, they start reducing the recommendations. So if it isn't for something really good, like an affiliate link where I could make money on something, then I don't send people to others. That's why we're going to do we got to do the thing and see what you all did this weekend. Who put up videos this weekend? Yes, yes, yes. So Randall, mask may not protect you completely, but I wear the mask. So if I am a character, yeah, you are a character. If I was a carrier, I would not want it to pass to anyone. That's what I read too. You wear the mask for others so that you're not spreading it. But somehow in my brain, I feel like all the others that might be spitting while they talk, it doesn't protect your eyes because you got to think of all the holes that you have on your body. So you're covering these two holes right here, and you're covering this. Oh, you're covering all those holes, but you know, your eyes have ducts that go into your nasals, okay, and your ears do too. Ever get water in your ears? You could put alcohol in there and then tap like that, and the alcohol will go down there and dry it all out. Oh, that's where it was. This is proof. I was on the phone all weekend long. I was wearing this headset with my phone because the phone calls were hours and hours long. So I was wondering where I put it, you know. So this is where it is, in case anybody wants to know where my headset went. I was looking for it, but I didn't know if any of you guys wanted it. So I'm going to put it on my chair. And let's keep those cameras rolling. Kipster. Most wore masks. We did. And the kids wore plastic face shields for a while until they got annoyed by it. Probably was hot. How do they get air in there? Oh, the face shields. Those were better. It covers your eyes, too. I don't know if it covers your ears, but I would feel better that nothing can come flying unless it comes in underneath and goes up. You know, up your nose with a rubber hose. for a while until they got annoyed, and the youngest just wasn't having anything of it. So quite tough going in this new normal. I don't think it's going to be the new normal. I think that if you were selling cold medicine this year, you aren't making a lot of sales because there's a lot of people not catching colds too. It's not only this one virus, you got the regular flu and you got the achoo. Although I've been sneezing lately, but I've kind of figured out why. I'm putting too much of that Downy laundry detergent. I'm having so much fun with that new washer. And I pour it all in there, you know, and I think it's making me sneeze, but I'm thinking like, oh, I sneezed. I haven't sneezed all year. Why am I sneezing? What happened? And it took me a couple of days to figure it out. You know when I figured it out? When I lay down on my pillow and I could smell the Downy in the pillowcase. It was quite strong. And I'm figuring, I think, might be a little too strong, Peter. You might be overdoing it. So here's David. I've been seeing you on live. Boy, you're kicking it up over there. Hi, Peter. Interesting morning with all the Apple announcements. Yes, we are getting the new ARM. And what we're looking for, okay, as us, is we're looking for the ARM processor to actually tap into what the Intel processors on the Windows side can tap into, which is getting the GPU to kick in. So for instance, like right now, I'm not going to do it, but my CPU is doing most of the work, not the GPU. Okay, so, and it should be the GPU. That's why you buy those expensive GPUs. But Apple's got a different system where they use their own little chip that's designed for video editing and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that opens it up for the creators like Adobe and other people, and like Ecamm that makes this software, to actually access the power of the computer. Okay, so just my 2 cents. But David, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. I know you're a busy guy over there and with your live channel, and your streams look great. David is a fellow photographer that's got his own stream. So live stream and his own channel. And he's not in the US, he's over, down, lower, that right there. I think David's in Australia. So thanks for coming in and saying hello. You know, I watch you. I try to pop in and say hello. Rob is talking to Nixon, and he's talking about his stabilizer. I would actually make a joke about that, but being in the porn business now, I really can't. Ken says, hi, Peter and the gang. Hi, Ken. How you doing? Who's the new little kitty? I could see that avatar. It changed. Instead of that wonderful smiling face, I see a little kitty there. Shane at the blues guitar, he's got a new kitten, and it's the name of the kitten is Gus, and I think he's starting to feature Gus in his videos. So we'll see it in a second when I go over there. The website people should have had security in place. I think it was a scam. Well, if you don't think I felt that right 2 seconds in, but it's a little scary as a family guy with family to have my website showing, you know, naked girls and naked boys. That's just not supposed to be there. So I really take it off. Please take it off right now, faster than right now. As a matter of fact, how long was it on there? I don't even know. Gosh. I'm making all kinds of jokes, but I hope you realize it's all in fun because it's not what I'm about. You know, you know that pornography is the #1 search for item on the internet. I was just reading what's the #1 search for item, and it's all like in the top 10, something related with the sexual content. The only thing that made it into the top 10 that was not of a sexual content, and I'm not even sure about this one, was named Justin Bieber. So you can Google it for yourself. What is the most searched more items? What's the most searches on Google? Because that's how you would find out what's popular. Well, I guess I got into the popular theme all by myself, and I didn't have to lift a finger to do it. The website people are supposed to give you a certain level of security. And the reason that I started redoing my website was to get it all under that one umbrella of that security, because I have a lot of different names of websites. I used to be a website junkie. If I thought of a name like Randall, you know, whatever, I would get Randall.com, you know. I've never sold any. However, but it would be something pertaining to a business idea, So that's what we've got. Oh, we're flying higher tonight. We got 24 people. I think that's one of the highest that we've got, and we got 12 thumbs up, and one person seems to not like my new porn site. I can't understand why. But anyway. Yeah, I think it's done. So they've cleaned it mostly up. They got to get the certain links connected, and they got to get my email connected. And I have protection, a higher level of protection, which includes them going in and fixing it again, if it happens, for a year. So that's $300 a year. So in 3 years, it'll be $1,000. Will I be here in 3 years? Who knows? Who knows which way the wind blows? Jonathan, okay, computer gurus, I have a question. I have the software and the hardware to mirror image a primary hard drive and seamlessly swap it out. Has anyone done this with an M.2 SSD? All right, you guys that have, Jonathan is asking you to step up and give him a hand. Do an @Jonathan so I don't read all the technical stuff out loud to everybody. Not that I don't want to, but I don't think most of the people in here want to hear. Okay, and if they do, you can read all the responses. So Jonathan is asking you, he has the software and the hardware to mirror image a primary hard drive and seamlessly swap it out. Has anyone ever done this with an M.2 SSD? Okay, said Mario, does it mean the things I have bought on your website are not going to arrive? Will I get my money back? What did you order? I would kind of like to know what you ordered, Mario. Jonathan, it should work. Okay, Randall's talking to Jonathan. Peter, I'm guessing me. I sent you a link to the comparison link via email. Hope it works for you. Thank you, Nixon. That sounds good. I hope you sent it to PeterGreggOnline@AOL.com. If you didn't, send it again. Send it again. Ordinary Filmmaker, you're up. Good evening, Greggies and Peter. I'm late, but I'm here. Throat is still sore. Too much talking. I got some tape here somewhere. I could put tape on your mouth. And you can't talk no more. So how is Simon, my big Simon up in Canada? How are you doing? Did you see all the excitement from tonight? I went into a new business, and Lewis found the Windex bottle, and Apple is putting out a new a set of computers. It's going to be coming out probably for the next few years. All this excitement over one weekend. So Nixon is talking to Rob, and we cooked cow, then took photos from the super duper camera that he's got. So hamburgers or steaks? Ground sirloin, ground beef, ground chuck. Nice thick filet mignon. Filet is my favorite steak. Not because I'm a snob or anything, because it's just easy to digest. It's got a low amount of fat, and you can cut it almost with a fork. That's what a steak is about. Kippy, by the way, Peter, I finally uploaded my longest video yesterday, so now you can't say I only have short ones. I'm glad to see you have longer ones. Let's go look, guys. I always this is my new thing that I like doing. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to come over here, and we're going to switch over to the subscriptions. I'm going to refresh. Refreshing. Okay, now, let's see what you guys have done just today. All right, Mark Sager has put up a new video. He's my friend that's in the carpet cleaning. He's actually one of the guys that bought the ZV-1. So he has a new video up today. And
when I first saw this product, I thought it looked kind of crazy.
I have to remember that there is going to be, skip the ads, Oh, there he is. So let's go. Let's go. Where's the sound?
Here's going to be for the barn type door because those are not quite on my docks down here.
Oh, he's drilling a hole right there in the van. No, no. All right, so that's Mark's video. He's got 226 views. Aaron, the Gambler, Kenny Rogers tribute. I know I'm going to have to mute that right away. Mute. Okay. So, just a second.
So we took turns of staring at the window at the dark.
Okay, so that's what, if you want to see, Aaron is doing, he put up a video. It's not a live stream this time, but he's hitting it hard. Look at all these people he's got in the band with him. Ah, pretty cool. Aaron is the guy that played at the prom through virtual prom songs. So, and he used to come in here. I don't think he knows we moved here. So you guys who are subscribed to him, let him know, put a comment in a couple of his videos that we moved over to PeterGreggLive. Okay, and look at Kippy. Kippy put up a 15-minute video. No way! I can't believe he did that. Look at that.
Since I got them both at the same time, I decided to just make a double review instead of making two separate reviews, as that would save me so much time. So let's start first with the 85 1.4, and just as a disclaimer, I'm definitely not sponsored by them, so I'm free to say whatever I want to say about these lenses. So here's a quick rundown of the specs of this lens. This lens is built with 11 elements in 8 groups. Its aperture is from 1.4 to f16 and has 9 aperture blades. It uses a UMC glass coating.
Alright, so we have the Samyang 14mm 2.8. RF and AF 85mm 1.4, the steel for the money. And look at this, he really hammers it home for us. I can't wait to watch this, actually. So Kippy has put up quite an interesting video. I'm just kind of picking different spots here. It looks like I might get hit with a nothing. So it's not uploading. Oh, it's an ad. So I got hit with an ad. Okay, so here we've got a comparison of the two lenses. We got a beautiful view of his backyard. He lives on a lake. And there's the other lens. Bet you $1 to donuts that's his beautiful, gorgeous daughter. Cutie pie.
Introducing.
What a cutie pie. All right, so Kippy's got a new video. You guys that haven't seen that, Geeky Nerdy Techie has a new video. If you haven't seen
Today we're checking out the 7 Oak / Movo on-camera LED light. Let's get into it. Already on. Now, as you can see, as I turn the intensity level up and down, it's very bright. And if I turn it down, in video reviews, don't forget to subscribe and
Okay, so this is Shane. If you're not recognizing who this is, he's our mod. He's able to knock anybody out that needs to be knocked out. Okay, so, and he also has the guitar channel. And there's plenty of commercials in here. Look at that, look at that. This is beautiful. So thank you. Shane put up a video. And Simon at Ordinary Filmmaker.
Thought that Sony had forgotten you? Well, Sony's expected to announce the A5 and the A7S III at the end of this month. That's in... I'm not wearing my watch this morning, but that's not too far away. Let's get into it.
Delivering informative capability-based reviews.
Somebody got a haircut. I need a haircut too. So that's Simon, and he's showing us some lenses. So look at this. This has got 2,800 views already. 7,800. Simon, you're going to cross the 10,000 just like that. Boom, boom. You're going to go all the way up to the 100,000. That's it. So that's what you guys did just today. Now, yesterday was Sunday. So Aaron Short has a live stream. Simon, an ordinary filmmaker, has your questions about the R5 or the R6, the Enthusiasm Project. Also, if any of you guys are on the Enthusiasm Project and you subscribe to him, I don't think he knows that we're over here either, whatever the right word is. So you guys leave a message there that PeterGreggLive is where we've gone, because he used to come in before I switched over and make all kinds of comments here and part of the family. And Ryland, that one sneaked in on me. So Ryland's got...
What's going on, guys? It's Ryland with Ryland's Amazing Photography, and welcome to today's episode of Story Behind an Image. While you're down there, you might as well go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification. It's right here, actually. It's titled Out of the Darkness.
There's his book. See, I told you. Very clever young man. Very clever.
It's right here, actually.
Out of the Darkness is the name of his book. Just from $10.99, you can get a copy of that book, the online version. So that was yesterday. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 9 videos up here. So I want to make sure that the salon guy is in here, because he just sent me a whole box of shampoos and stuff. Let's look for the salon guy. And there he is. So I'm going to go over here, look at videos. All right, he cuts hair. He advises me on cutting my hair and stuff, and he just sent me a box of shampoo, conditioner. I'm going to subscribe so we can also tell when he puts something up. So he did put something up. How often should you wash your hair? 7 hours ago. So he put something up just today. So he would be included in today's overall look. And there it is. How often should you wash your hair? So
hey
we've
guys,
got that.
What's up? David here to tell you about an exciting new product that
This is a commercial. Okay, so this is the salon guy, and he does his own videos. And I hope that Stephen is his name. Stephen, come in and comment if you're watching this. We want you part of the family. So that's his new video. So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 videos you guys put up in the last 2 days. You have been a very busy bunch of guys, and I admire you for that. Yes, I do's. I admire you for that. Alrighty, so now we can get back here. This is what you guys have done just this weekend. Remember, I was busy this weekend too. I started a whole brand new business. Best skin color you've ever seen. Just spot on. High and low. I'm so glad I can make, I guess I'm letting my steam out over here, so thank you. Okay. So Kippy's the one that got me started on that. We got to see who, what, where, when, how, and why we are doing as getting a, I didn't put up a video this weekend, but I was a little busy, but I should have. I need to put up a couple of videos this week. So you guys need to get on my case and make sure I get it done. Okay, so Kippy did put up his longest video, and you guys are going to go watch it. We're going to give this young man some airtime. Just adding your video from your cooking. Okay, so my mission statement is the key to photography is actually having fun, spreading love, building relationships, and creating memories. This is what is special about photography. So the mission, the statement, the vision for the cooking channel, the key to cooking is actually having fun, spending love, building relationships, creating memories, and not burning anything. Thank you, Randall. That was pretty cool. That was very cool. That's for my cooking. It didn't click. Not until you just said it. It did not click. Now it clicked. Let's see. Peter, what do we do once Sony and Canon release their cameras? I guess we will have to go out and use them. Oh my God, imagine that. We will have to actually go out and have fun. Spread love, build relationships, create memories. That is what so special about photography and about our channel and about all of us. So Norm, when my daughter was a little girl, she once answered the question, what would you like us to barbecue tonight with? Let's eat cow. Beef was renamed from that point forward in our house. Let's have some cow. Which store is it? I think it's Chick-fil-A. That is a sign when you go in. It says, eat more cow. Because they chickens, you know, the chickens. I guess you had to be there. So anyway, Frosty, let's talk about ARMs. Apple and ARMs processors, that is. There is new tech that will make it into cameras soon. I didn't even think of that part. The Sony PlayStation and AMD designs, along with Apple, will change things. Yes, these ARM processors is going to introduce us to the gaming world in an area that that Apple has let it just flop. Now all of a sudden, you're going to be able to do gaming and streaming from your iPad Pro. You know, so this is going to be very, very big. So tell me what you guys think about this. You probably know more about it than I do. I was very interested to see what was happening. So that was very, very cool. So Fernando says, hi Peter, how you doing, FJM? How are you doing? So I'm glad to see you in here. The ARM, the GPU is opened up and in the new system. Okay, so in the ARM processor, they have a little chip, right, that they count on to do all their stuff. But now they're going to switch over the load to the GPU. Do I have that right? So that's what the ARM is going to do. So for video processing, it's going to actually improve everything, because you guys will probably be more into video processing, right? But a lot of you guys are getting into live streaming, like Charles. I haven't seen him here tonight. And so the Apple will be able to do, like my iMac can't do 4K very well, even though tonight I didn't say anything, but I believe we're on 4K. Yep, I'm on 4K. So I notice if I don't move around a whole lot, the 4K does pretty good. And after it's reprocessed, so a day from now, this is not going to look half bad. Okay, it's going to actually look pretty good. So the ARM processor is going to compete directly with the Intel and the AMD processors. First, in the fact that Apple is not going to buy the Intel processors as many. They're not going to abandon it, but it will be also, you know, much more useful and be put into product. I would say probably within 3 years, you're going to be very heavily into ARM processors. That's what I'm thinking. Ordinary filmmaker. That's not ordinary filmmaker. Peter, I hear Florida is becoming a hotspot. The temperature's pretty hot out there. Worried about you, buddy. Stay safe and healthy. I'm working on it. We're not going anywhere. And even the other part of the family don't go nowhere. We don't go any place. We actually cooked on the barbecue. We thought of Baby Back Maniac, my friend. We were busy burning the cow, as Norm would say. Frosty Flake, I did not watch the keynote, but I did hear Apple is going ARM. Should really help with the heat. So tired of the heat. Yes, that is one of the things that is the problems. Ken said, had barbecue supper, chicken breast, and asparagus. The cat is Tasha, a Savannah cat, which is bred with an African Serval. Very energetic and unique. Very cute looking cat, Ken. Very cute. Randall says, DaVinci and Final Cut use the graphic cards. Yes, that was the reason I came in here, because they used the graphic card, and I bought the 8, megabyte or gigabyte graphic card that's in here, the highest you could buy when you got this computer. However, when I came over to live streaming, bam, we hit the wall. So anybody that I talk to is telling me, oh, you have to go over to Windows. So the ARM processor is basically going to open all that up and make it so that what's all been available on Windows is now going to become available on Apple. This is really, 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 really big. So I should actually be able to buy a new iMac when they have the ARM processors in them and actually use the GPU in there, because my GPU is actually like at 7%, 6%, and my CPU, I don't know how or why, is like at 180%. Okay, if I look at the activity monitor. So I don't know where my activity monitor is. It's right there. Okay, so I'm going to bring up my activity monitor. And I'm going to look and see. So the GPU, the percentage of the GPU is, come on, update, you can do it. The percentage of the GPU is 5%. And the percentage of the CPU is 146.9%, which to me, 147%, is telling me that it is what? Using the hard drive, the SSD, and this is probably why we get a skip every once in a while. So now it's at 142.9, and the GPU is at 5%. So the GPU should be like up at around 80% now, and taking the load off of the CPU, and the skipping would probably stop. But that's why it can't happen. So, and the number of threads going is 109 threads for Ecamm. And for the kernel task, it's 236, if that means anything to anybody. Okay, so Ecamm Live, which is what I'm streaming with, is sucking all the CPU and using hardly any of the GPU here. Otherwise, I would have smooth as silk 4K. It handles everything else just fine until it hits that wall. I've got an external box, so I'm off of the USB highway. Okay, so the ARM processor is going to allow it to work like on the Windows side, where it's going to say, hey, GPU, let's get into the game here. And it's going to make a whole new thing. You'll see people with their Macs starting to stream on Twitch and you know, places where you can't stream right now with the Macs, because it's all done in the CPU. So they needed this for a few years. It's like Apple just abandoned and walked away completely. Like no 4K for how many years for Canon? We don't think the market needs 4K. So Apple was going like, we don't think you need to stream. It's just kid stuff, all this gaming and everything. But that's the number one thing happening. And you know where the biggest breakout with gaming is? Right here on YouTube. Okay, so I guess if I wanted to go into gaming, which I don't, I'm in the porn business, remember? I would probably hit a wall. So I'm very, very interested in this ARM processor. I can't wait to see it. I hope they don't just delay it forever from coming into, like, I call this a mainstream. This is a regular iMac. It happens to be the top iMac I could buy. Not the Pro, okay? I just bought the highest end iMac. It's got an i7, it's got the 8 gigabyte, 580, whatever it is, processor. And let me tell you, when I process in Final Cut Pro, it cuts through it like a hot knife through butter. I mean, if it's like a 15-minute video, it processes it in like in 8 or 9 minutes. That is what happens when you kick the GPU into gear. And that's not what's happening right this very second. The GPU, what did I say, 5%? And 160, 150, 140% on the CPU. I've seen it as high as 180%. So that's where the stutter is happening. Okay, so that was Randall that was telling us that DaVinci and Final Cut do use the GPU processor. Okay, Ken, I thought I was in the Facebook group, but I wasn't. I requested to join a minute ago. Well, as soon as I get off here, or maybe sooner, I will go over and check and see and actually approve that. So Fernando says, maybe your sneezing is from the Sahara Desert dust. In the Caribbean, will stay for 3 or 4 days. It's the worst desert dust episode. Maybe. I didn't even think of that. I got air filters. And you know what? All of my air filters are in my bedroom. And I very rarely sneeze in my bedroom, except last night when I thought it was the pillow. So good point. I got the windows closed, so thank you. So Simon says, you're gaining in subs too, Peter. Good work. Yes, I think we gained 3 or 4. David is on top of that. David, what have we gained here? Do you know? Can you tell me? Testing? David, you still here? Simon, yes it will. What I mentioned to you about the cinema cameras is part of my business. The other is the part of the quantum realm that enables the next level AI. Okay, that's a little bit above my head. And Frosty goes on. Oh yeah, Frosty's into the bigger high-end cameras. That's right, I forgot. Frosty, write me an email so I can converse with you a little bit about that. So, okay, what are we? We are at 11:34. So we've been on an hour and 35 minutes. And the Sony has just let its battery die. And the Z50, look in the upper right-hand corner, guys. See Z50 and the A6100? Both of the batteries died. And so we're going to go over to the Z6, which is powered by an AC dummy battery. Okay, so that was Frosty. Okay, these guys are talking. They're having a conversation. Norm said, I think that's what we had, Norm. I think we had ribeye also. 1 ribeye, 2 chuck, 1 shoulder steak, 2 medium, 1 medium well, and 1 take it back and burn it. Yeah, we got one of those guys too. I like the medium, and I like to cook it. I like to half of the barbecue hot and half of the barbecue off. So I cook it when I'm doing the cooking. This is not what we did the day before yesterday, okay? They just put it on the fire and cooked the heck out of it, okay? So you cook it until you get to the temperature you want, which I like at about 150, 153, which is like a medium, a little to the rare side, but nothing red. I don't like red. Pink and juicy. And then after you let it cook there to the temperature that you like, some of my family likes it like 148 degrees, you gotta have a thermometer, okay? And you bring it up to that. Then you take it to the hot side, and the fire will make it sizzle, and you turn it over, and you make it sizzle, and you make it look like a steak that just came off of a great, awesome barbecue, and you put it on, and because you took a long time to cook it on the side without the direct heat, okay, and if you're smart, you'll put a little pan of water in there too. So it'll add some moisture to the air, the hot air, okay? And when you cut it, it slices wide open, tender as can be. Justin is teaching me that from Baby Back Maniac. So 1 ribeye, 2 chuck, 1 shoulder. Take this one back, please, and burn it. So Simon, I did get my hairs cut. All my hairs cut. Okay, good boy, good boy. He says, yes, 10,000, 100,000. Well, I'm believing that for you, okay? I'm a Christian guy, so I'll believe that for you. You just sit there and keep quiet. Gonna get you up over 100,000. All righty, so there we go. Mark, well, I did have a 2-hour plus live stream on Sunday as usual. Well, wait, am I not subscribed to you? Well, that's got to get fixed. That's not acceptable. No, 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 not acceptable. So let's go over here. Let's go to subscriptions. Let's see if Mark is in here. I don't see Mark there, so let's put him in. How can one of our own guys not be here? There he is. Okay. And I'm going to subscribe right now. See, that's the kind of things that we got to catch. People that are our own people. People are going to come here months from now and go, can I get on your list? Well, you've got to be part of the family, and the family's got to approve you. There, over there, okay? So now let's see what Mark did. Mark Voss, the best photography live show in the world. There he is, our own Mark. And, oh, he's got a countdown timer going.
Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hit it, boys.
Okay, that's really cool. I'm worried about a copyright thing. So I'm going to go in, And now?
I was just on Facebook, Brett, and I was just having
there he is.
That comment
a live show. Oh, and he's got a scroll on the bottom. I forgot about my scroll.
Yeah, get through the show fine.
There we go. There we go. So you guys have, what is this? A 2-hour show that you can watch.
Yeah, so Bill is here.
And what is this? The Roadcaster.
Most of these images I'm going to show you now
you know, like it could have been zoomed out a little bit more. I think.
Are you showing us your dinner, Mark?
It was actually
whoa, look at that picture. Rylan would love to see that.
So if it wasn't over, camera thinking they got the shot, but technically, when you look at the back of the camera, you're actually
that's a little on the dark side, but I'm not one to say anything.
Don't like having blown out skies.
Wow, look at that. It's a very unusual bird. All right, Mark, you did good. You got a video up, and you're on the list. So every night when I go through this, when you put up a new, brand new video, you are actually going to be coming up here, and boom, we're all going to know that another one of us guys put up a video. And this time it was this gentleman right here. Yes, a 2-hour video on Sunday. Good for you. One of our own boys, front and center. There we go. Okay, so Randall is talking to Simon about the R5 and the R6. Yes, once you review the R5 and the R6, Simon, your subscribers will go up through the roof. Shh, don't tell him why. He thinks I'm smart. He doesn't realize. Frosty, you'll get to 100,000 and you can email me and I'll send my phone number. You send me your phone number now. I'm not getting up to 100,000. Hey, Peter, this is Mark at MDM. Is Like a Glass that good or overhyped? It's about that good. And the reason is not sharpness. It's sharp. It's plenty sharp. They have the coatings and the glass interactions that, I guess the best word to put it is creamy. Creamy. It's just a buttery look without killing the sharpness. So it's got its own look. It's hard to describe, okay? And that's one of the advantages to having this, I don't know where I put it. Here it is. This is a Carl Zeiss lens, which is also known for top-of-the-line stuff. Okay, so now Leica is actually working in conjunction with Panasonic. So this this guy here, which is the 42 millimeter, 42.5 millimeter, it's got the Leica name here. And you know what? When I shoot portraits or I did an engagement session with this, it looked like it was being used with a $5,000 lens. And this lens is not being $5,000. So that doesn't mean go and do everything you can to buy a Leica lens. I'm not saying that at all. The Canon L lenses and some of the other top of the line, the Nikkor lenses are superb. The Fuji lenses have always been top of the line. But Leica is way up there, yes. And I guess they're going to work really well with the new Apple ARM processor. How to fit that in there, Mark? So, yeah, it's very good. Ordinary Filmmaker is asking if anyone here has had an Amiga. Go ahead and let him know, but we're not switching computers at this particular point. We're staying on track. Ordinary Filmmaker, FaceTubes. FaceTubes, he's responding to you, I think. Facebook Ordinary Filmmaker, you'll know it's me. Yes, you will know it's him. Okay, I rarely use it. I'm a little confused, so I'm not sure what part of it you're not using, but I hope that's not the part that you're not using. You should be using it. Kippies, I bet the Apple will cost an arm and a leg. Very good, Kippy. How much is that new Apple? How much is that Apple in the window? The one with the new processor. How much is that Apple in the window? Da da la 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 la, bum bum. It will cost an arm and a leg. Well, they can't go crazy. I mean, if I spent, what, $3,300 for this iMac in 2017, thinking I was getting the top of the line of everything, and now I'm hitting the wall. So if it's much higher than that, I might go over to the PC for my live streaming and just keep this for my processing. Okay, we'll play it by ear. If they go bonkers, you know, I think it's the wrong thing. They've got a bonkers, you know, the Mac Pro starts at $7,000, and I think Marquez Brownlee, his was $47,000. Yes, that is not a typo. They top out at $52,000 for the Mac Pro, the one that looks like a cheese grater in the front, and the one that he ordered was $47,000. You know, it makes chicken soup. What can I tell you? Good joke. Good one, Kippy. Good. Hi, Peter. What are your thoughts on Intel with NVIDIA? Well, for live streaming, that's the game. For rendering the type of stuff that we're doing here, it's kind of not the game, okay? So when I'm working with Final Cut Pro, this computer acts like a computer double its money. Well, maybe not double, but it's a very high-end results. But when I do the live streaming, if I rock a little bit, okay, it's going to make a liar out of me now, right? Well, if I just stand still and then I move, okay, it usually will skip. But I put all new cables, the 4K 60 and the 120 hertz. I've got one cable because Randall told me to buy it, where it's the HDMI 2.1. I've got the highest card in there, which is this one, but you guys, I've held it up enough where you know what it is now, okay? So that card is in there, okay, and that goes directly into a PCI Express slot. And I bought a PCI Express slot box, and that goes directly into Thunderbolt 3. So I can't think of any way to take this any higher, okay? This is as high as I can get. And I have purposely been streaming 4K the last 4 or 5 or maybe even longer. And I haven't announced it, I haven't said nothing, and nobody has made any complaints. And then when I watch them 2 days later, they don't look so bad, honestly. But it should be perfect, okay? It should be just like the 1080 60p. So the NVIDIA with the, what is it, the RTX, the 20, I forgot the numbers, 2070 or 2080 with 11 gigabytes, okay, that's what the high-end gamers are using, that card. And then you need i9, and you need an X299 motherboard. I've been researching, okay, and then you need 32 gigabytes of RAM. You don't need to pump it up to the 64. So that's my thoughts, Eric. Now, this is what I think ARM is going to try to combat. They're tired of Intel not doing what needs to get done, or whatever the problem is. They decided a couple of years, because you don't come out overnight with an ARM processor. Hey, guess what? We stumbled against the processor. It was in the hallway on the floor. No, they've been developing this for a while. So let's see what they're going to do with it. They are now the biggest company in the free world. The biggest company in terms of capitalization, how much they're worth. No one is worth more than Apple, okay? Amazing thing to say. Peter, I have yet to hit the wall. I can edit 6K video with no problems, but I have not tried 8K yet. And the reason is because your graphics card will pick up the weight. Now, do that and live stream in 4K and tell me what happens. Okay? You will hit the wall. I am live streaming right now in 4K. No, yes, 4K for you, and oh, yes, 4K for me, and oh, yes, 4K, yes, 4K, yes, 4K for you and me. Oh, yes, 4K for you, and oh, yes, 4K for me. And so that means the ARMS processor is going to allow us to come in to actually live stream. Okay, Ecamm software needs to upgrade their Ecamm needs to upgrade their software to enhance the graphics card. I agree with you. However, there's a problem with that. And I'm not smart enough to answer you, so I should probably keep my mouth shut. But what Ecamm is counting on is that, that little T2 chip or whatever it is, and that's supposed to take and do the job, but it's not doing it. So it would behoove them to do exactly what you said and to take another look, okay, at another way to route it so that some of the weight of this stuff can go over to the graphics card. Final Cut Pro does it, right? And so does the Resolve. So, I mean, I can't believe that they haven't thought of this with all the stuff that's going on. Now, are you using Ecamm software? Because if you look through and search for Ecamm 4K Live, you will see a video that they did about a year or less ago, where they, the two boys, the two brothers, actually broadcasted in 4K. And you know something? It was smooth. I didn't even see one skip. And they were using a MacBook Pro, I believe, okay? No skips. And they were using a Canon RP camera. And they were going through HDMI. And they did say somewhere in that broadcast, where they broadcasted that live, that they weren't able to get it to work right until they changed the HDMI cable. And that, when I heard them say that, reminded me of what you said, Randall. So I bought $100 worth of cables, and I have all new cables in here. They're about $20 a piece. So I bought 3 of the HDMI cables, and I bought 1 HDMI 2.1. Now, I have to say, it did get a little bit better, because no one has said, oh, you look like you're broadcasting in 4K, because I could see the stuttering. But it did move it up another inch, but it needs to be just smooth as silk. It just needs to be completely smooth as silk. Like 1080, 60p, it's so smooth, it's like almost unreal. That's how smooth it is. So that's what needs to happen here. And that's why I'm hoping with the ARM processor, it's going to give it that little lift that's going to take it over the threshold of Peter being able to do 4K live streams smooth as silk. Okay? And it isn't just because I want to do live streaming. It's I want to come in here, turn the things on, and just record it. And then edit it up real quick and put it up on the big channel, because I'm not getting videos up on the big channel quick enough. And the reason is I got to use the SD cards on those, or just record them in 1080 60p and forget the 4K. And then they look smooth as silk. But I would like to record in 4K. So that is what that, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? I'm cooking up 4K for you. It's the ARM processor that might crack that wall. What's better, Peter, good glass or good lighting? Okay, Mark, that's a good question, because that's a question you almost shouldn't ask. Okay, because imagine which one you have that's not good. Okay, or which one you have that's good, what's going to make it look better? The good lighting wins out over everything. You got a camera? First thing you buy is good lighting. No, not that. Nope, not that. Nope, not that. Good lighting. Okay? And that doesn't mean spend a lot of money. Okay? But good lighting it makes you sculpture that portrait. It makes you sculpture that print, that picture. Like outside, you've got good lighting. God gave it to us 12 hours a day. I don't know, we daylight savings time? Okay, so we're able to, you know, work with the lighting outside, and you just have to work with the lighting. Okay, now inside, all right, I have good lighting, and I think I have, and I'm not saying this egotistically, please don't take it that way. I think I have one of the better looks. I'm not the best, okay? But I'm not in the worst and the lower categories. I think the looks of the lighting here, of the stream and my videos are usually, until I screw it up, is usually very good. So having good lighting is number one, okay? Good audio is the next thing. You see, know how many videos I'm watching of big name people? Here's one that really, I actually left not a nasty comment, but a direct comment, and then I said I was giving it a thumbs up, okay, because this guy deserves it. I love this guy as a singer. Tony Bennett has a piano. He's got his tux jacket and extra nice shirt, and he's gotten quite old. And he's singing a song, and it's the microphones on the camera body that's recording Tony Bennett. And let me tell you, the picture was really, really good. And I'm going like, Tony Bennett. And I put a comment. I said, Tony Bennett definitely deserves better audio than what you gave him. Whoever is recording this, you have really failed him. The picture quality is excellent, but camera mics for Tony Bennett? How does 1 and 1 not equal 2? I was just shocked, and I gave it a thumbs up. I said, this deserves a thumb down. I wrote this in the comments. But because it's Tony Bennett, he's going to get a thumbs up. And I gave it a thumbs up. I just didn't stay neutral, okay? But I was shocked. So, good lighting. The lighting in Tony Bennett's video, and it's only like 2 or 3 days old, okay? So it's a very new video. And it's on his own channel, Tony Bennett, okay? So the lighting was great. The, what do you call it? The video quality was great. And the audio, bombed. So after you get good lighting, then you get good audio. Now you can start looking at your lenses, okay? And by the way, you could get a 50mm lens for $125 for most of these systems. You know, they call them the Thrifty 50. Each system has a Thrifty 50, a $100 area, okay? You can get some used under $100. Some of them are like $150. So you can move into a prime 1.8 lens for $150 and under. Most likely a used one, $80 or $90. And there's not any reason not to buy a used one, okay? Those Thrifty 50s are, you know, excellent lenses. So you got to move back a little, but it gives you almost L quality or almost, you know, Carl Zeiss and Leica quality. You know, not quite there, okay? I'm not dumb. But, you know, so then you get that, and then you try to broadcast live, and if you happen to have a mic, if you happen to have a Mac, you hit the wall with your broadcasting because the Mac hasn't tapped in. A lot of the software, like Ecamm, has not tapped in properly. OBS is the same way, by the way. Just by getting the free one, the OBS, I get the same problem. So it's not like Ecamm has screwed it up, and OBS is just right. Because if OBS was just right, I would be going over to OBS, as difficult as it is, because I don't like it, okay? But I have tried OBS. I've actually installed Windows with Boot Camp, and I put vMix on it, because that only works in Windows. Same exact thing. So the computer is the culprit. They don't allow it to go over to the GPU unless you do the magic. And apparently the magic is harder to do, okay? So we better get going, guys, because we're going 2 hours now. David says, Photoshop and Lightroom right now do not use the graphics card. Not on the Mac side and not on the Windows side, okay? And that's a problem. I have a 5-core Xeon. Could that stream? I would love it if you would try that. Honest to God, you know, when you do get a 4K camera in there, get a, well, you can actually just use the USB. You're not going to have the top quality, you know, or get one of those HDMI capture cards and stream. And you'll know just by me moving, okay? I'm going to keep moving for a few minutes until you guys actually see a stutter. When you see that stutter, that's the problem that needs to not be there. That is actually the mark. But because I put all new cables in and everything as high as I can get, I am high enough. I just saw a stutter, okay? I'm high enough now where the stutters are so far apart, that most people don't go, I saw you stutter. You're not working with proper equipment. Okay, so I'm not at that level. Yeah, 8 cores. That's good. Only thing you can find out is to test it. I can't tell you anything else because I have tested everything and its uncle in here. Frosty says to Randall, Ecamm should be using GPU since it's Mac only. AMD is the GPU Apple uses. Yes, I mean, we know. Why isn't it done? Okay, I don't know, because then I don't have to buy a new computer, but don't forget, this computer is not upgradable. They just designed it as like a sealed box. I know you can crack it open, all that. 99 subs until 8,000 tomorrow, maybe? Put out something hot. Like Canon canceled the entire R6 and R5 until 2022. No, don't lie. Always be truthful. That's what the shyster sites do. PeterGreggLive, what is your email? Frosty, look in the description below. It's in the description. I don't want to keep saying it out loud. Okay? But you got the very beginning part correctly. Just add @AO. No, it's not that. Look in the description below. Can you get to the description or you can't? It's PeterGreggOnline@AOL.com. PeterGreggOnline@AOL.com. Okay. Now, anybody that's going to send me emails, do not send me long, super long emails, okay? Because I'm not going to sit there and read them for hours at a time. You would be surprised what I get. But honestly, most of you guys have done excellent. So I'm not complaining. Most of you have done better than excellent. The salon guy that we just added, he sent me pictures of his new dog because he said he remembered me with Jingle Bells, and he got a new dog named Bella. Not sure. Whatever the base model iMac Pro has. Well, I was going to try to get one of those and then return it if it didn't work, until I realized it's not going to work. It's got to address the GPU, and until it does, we're going to have the stuttering. Unless you buy the Mac Pro for $8,000. That should power its way through everything. However, if I bought the Mac Pro for $8,000 and it stutters like this, did you just see me turn my head and it gave you a stutter? It's going back. No $8,000 for a stuttery, muttery Mac. Oh, I made up a new stuttery, muttery Mac. No smooth 4K for you. No smooth 4K for you. No smooth 4K, no smooth 4K, no smooth 4K for you or me. And now we're going to see if ARMS is going to fix that. Fix it, fix it, fix it. Yep, you've got what I would have ordered, honestly. So get a 4K camera in there and a HDMI capture card and stream unlisted. You don't even have to get dressed, okay? And see if it's smooth as silk or if you get stutters. Ordinary filmmaker, you should be fine. You should be fine. That's what they told me, Frosty. Everyone, even Ecamm, said I should be absolutely fine. And then I send them clips. I send it to Elgato. I sent it to Blackmagic. I sent it to Ecamm, okay, and I get no response. In other words, it's broke. We don't know how to fix it, okay? So I did everything that I knew to do. Proper cables, proper input. I have the one up and the one down for AT&T. So I just did a test before we came up live tonight. I'm at 900 and 945 up and down from the AT&T speed test, okay? 900 and something gigabytes up, 900 plus higher gigabytes, no, reverse. The up was higher than the download, okay? So it's moving over to the hard drive is what I'm thinking, all right? So that part I could be wrong because I'm not that smart. So I'm thinking that the ARM processor from Apple might give them new things to work with, and you suddenly, well, they did make a big deal out of it to be able for gamers. So we have to pay attention to what the gamers' equipment is because they are more intense. So if you just go to Amazon and you do an i9 gamer computer, about $3,200 to $3,400 is going to get you an i9 9900. It's going to get you the Intel, not the Intel, that other one, the RTX 2080 11 gigabyte Ti processor. And the only thing they don't identify is if I have an X299 motherboard, because they also have people that in the know, like ePostbox and stuff like that. There's another guy I like better than him, and I can't think of his name. But you got to have the X99, like the gigabyte motherboard. I like Asus motherboards. Okay, he's talking. They're talking about older computers. Okay, so I'm going to let them talk about that. I do emulate the Omega on the iMac Pro, speed 600 times A500. Frosty at PeterGreggLive. NVIDIA has a new process that does real great encoding, especially with H.265. Yeah, on the video processing, like at Final Cut Pro, I like H.265 now better. Better quality, smaller files. Takes a little longer to process, but Apple's got it built in natively. So I would like to see some cameras like the X-T4 does offer us H.265. It just makes sense, you know. So that's one of the things. So Simon says, no, not the 4K song again. No, no smooth 4K for you. No smooth 4K for you. No smooth 4K, no smooth 4K, no smooth 4K for you or me. Oh, no smooth 4K for you. No smooth 4K for you. No smooth 4K, no smooth 4K, no smooth 4K for you or me. Dippity-dee. Okay, is that the song you didn't want to hear? Okay, no problem. Mac Mini has the T2 chip with your external graphics card. Should work. All iMac Pro and MacBook Pros have the chip. Yep, I looked at that. And not only that, they're, other than the Mac Pro, the big Mac Pro, the $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 Mac Pro, the Mac Mini is the only one that has two Thunderbolt 3 threads separate from each other. So when you think you've maxed out the one, you go over to the other. Okay, so that's one of the things with the Mac Mini. Frosty, I don't use Ecamm and only stream business stuff or FaceTime when I use video. Let's see. Well, FaceTime will not allow me to connect to my cameras, so they've got a block in there too. So they need overhauling. Randall says your iMac does not have the T2 chip. Well, maybe that's what the problem is. Something's a problem. The T2 chip has hardware H.265 decoding too, Randall. Randall, you are so right about the T2. That is what Frosty is saying. Peter needs studio lights with RGB like an ARRI Sky panel connected to DMX control so he can jazz up singing with RGB lighting. Yeah, that's going to happen next week, Frosty. Kippy is running off topic. If you had a chance to photograph anyone, Peter, whether he is still around or not, who would that be? Oh, my mind goes in so many different directions. Okay, so we got to stay within reason, because I would obviously want to photograph my favorite person of ever. That would be Jesus. Okay, but let's say we not include Jesus. So I would probably like to photograph Abraham Lincoln. I would probably like to photograph I don't know, one of the older warriors. Not sure who, but Abraham Lincoln, who comes up to the top. You'd think Washington, because my country, George Washington is the first president, but Abraham Lincoln is what really turned this country around, and he's got a character that I particularly like. So, let's see. There's a difference between wanting to photograph someone because you feel you got something that you never could have had, and photographing someone because of the impact it'll make that you have that photograph. It's two different wants, okay? So I would want to photograph, what's his name? Lincoln, all right? And that's for me. I don't care if not you personally, but I don't care if anybody likes it or not. Now, somebody that maybe it would make an impact, you know, maybe one of the big religious leaders, and that wouldn't be something that I would want, honestly. I have mine, and I told you already, okay? But one of the big religious leaders would probably have an impact on other people. So it's two different kinds of photographs. You get what I'm saying, Kippy? Okay, and ordinary filmmaker and Frosty Apple has done wonders with old graphics cards to get 5K and 6K, which has outdone the Windows machines. That's because they're using their internal hardware properly. And I don't think it's open. That's what I read. And I don't understand it enough to come here and explain it to you, but I read on one of the articles on the new ARM that I read, is they said they hoped that Apple would open up access to that so that other people, and I'm assuming it would be like Ecamm, okay, and OBS, all right, can have access. So apparently they don't have access to what's needed. Apple has not allowed it. And they went on to explain it, and it was not a short article. It was pretty in-depth. But I didn't understand it enough to know, okay? So somebody will have to look into that. Turning into a pumpkin at midnight. Oh, we passed. I didn't even realize it. Yep, we got to get our sleep. The iMac Pro goes to 18 cores. I'll upgrade in a few years when the processor drops in price. Okay, guys, we have finished another show. This was quite interesting. I learned some stuff, and we had a good time. We got my vision in finally written down on paper. You can see all the scribbling that I've done, okay, until I finally refined it, okay. And I have to give credit to Simon at Ordinary Filmmaker. You got to get your vision. You got to have a vision. Why? And then I would tell him, I want people to feel comfortable when they come in here. I want to have a good time. And no, that's not a vision. That's a goal. You know, you got to have an overall vision. So that is my vision statement now. So we got 21 thumbs up. Thank you so much, guys. And we are ready to sign out tomorrow night. We are climbing the week, the ladder of the week. Tomorrow is Tuesday. So tonight was red shirt. So what's tomorrow? You'll see what Tuesday is, what shirt Tuesday. That feels good. Anybody have a massager person around? All right, guys. You guys could say goodnight to each other while I start to shut down the Christmas room. Please remember to use my links. It really helps me in a financial flow, which I can't have on this channel. Okay, so if you remember, thank you so much. All right, good night, everybody. I love you guys, and I pray for you. Bye-bye.
fresh without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows in the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sanctuary. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sun said it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, and that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows in the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sanctuary. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart. Here we go. All right. Dance, dance, this Christmas. We're gonna dance. We're gonna dance, 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 dance. We're gonna dance, 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 have a good time. We're gonna dance, 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 all night long. We're gonna dance, dance, and have a good time. I think Santa's gonna come and join us in this song. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows in the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sanctuary. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart.
The wonders of life got the prettiest side for everyone to enjoy. Standing up close by the Christmas tree, glimmering light, I am right where I wanna be. I will be home for a couple of days, wander around with you. You and me in the cold, thought it'd never be true. Wherever I go, I got you. Oh, I have stopped running, there is no way trying. You better loosen your belt. Drinking hot wine by the fire, don't care of anything else. It's Christmas and some kind of love, my friend. I'll pray it will never end. Do you like to be here too? It's Christmas and outside snow's glistening. It's just you and me tonight. I'll spend all this Christmas with you. Oh, it's such a charm, got you up in my arm. There's nobody at the door. You said I wish this will never be over. Darling, it's time for your present. Come over here. Now it is time to get out in the snow, lighting a light with you. Choirs will sing and the joy.
I've just watched another Peter Gregg video. Something warm, human, and wonderful happens when you watch Peter Gregg. Thank you for watching.